Essex. When that's important. Sign of this ship. If you count the USS first stroke, so if you press the keys,
they could get them. Super hot. It's like for the troops back in the day. Communications. That's what the Signal Corps is pretty much very involved with. Vehicles. Wonderful. Keeping the vehicles operational.
just kidding. You're a nice person. Is it a war block or Willie's block? It's a Willie's. It's got a Willie's head on it. This is the city head. Yeah. So it's four stamps on that side. So basically, something else for that. So this bullet here is a 120 millimeter howitzer bullet, and you can imagine what the size of the bullet is. And it can have armor piercing or exploding, all kinds of different rounds. But it has about a 30-mile range. Again, you have to have line of sight. So either you have to be elevated, or you just are. When you see them launch up, it's because they're actually pulling at the same rate of gravity. Whichever one you guys are.
Holy cow. I mean, I'm not going to touch them, and I don't trust myself to go in. Or maybe I can. I'm careful. These kids.
Why the heck are there 900 and same caliber? This right here was used as a recoil.
Yeah, I'm not getting a lot of trouble getting out. But
same power of round out off of a Jeep or out of a side-by-side or off of a four-wheeler or out of a light truck. Because if you shoot one of these out of a Jeep, it flips the Jeep over. In fact, they tried it. They mounted a 75 millimeter cannon on a Jeep, and it destroyed the Jeep on the first try. This one here is a Bofor round. If you've ever watched the movie where they're on a ship and they're sitting in a little turret and it's going boom, boom, boom. They're anti-aircraft. That's what they're shooting, is a Bofor round. My wife's grandpa actually was a Bofor gunner on a battleship during World War II, and that was his job, to shoot these. And interestingly enough, that's the #1 place that is they want to attack. Oh, thank you. So this right here is the bullet for a Bofor round. If you look inside, these explode. So when they get to a certain elevation, they have a little sensor in here. They get to that height and they explode. And that's what makes flak, or the flying debris that will actually take out a airplane. To actually put a bullet through an airplane is very, very lucky to be able to do, because the airplane's moving, the bullet's moving, the ship's moving. Basically, you have to use tracer rounds to be able to just line it up to the right spot. But with these, they go up and they explode. And each Bofor magazine was loaded with 4 different elevations of rounds. So they explode at different heights. So anyway, that's Bofors. All right, so now let's talk about this. This is one of my favorite bullets. This is a 30mm round. This is shot out of an A-10 Warthog. An A-10 Warthog can shoot 3,200 of these per minute. So imagine that, 3,200 of those per minute. This is a 50 caliber machine gun round, which is, if you look at this gun right here, or the one on top of the tank, that is a 50 caliber machine gun. That's a M2, a heavy barrel machine gun, Browning, and it shoots 550 rounds of this per minute. What I've been told by several people that have experienced this is that you can actually stop a tank with one of these if you are immediately in front of the tank and shoot directly at its tracks. It's the only way for a 50 caliber machine gun to stop a tank.
Whoa.
Let's see. We'll go to this. So this is the round out of a 30 caliber machine gun, and also the standard field infantry rifle for World War II. So if you look at this right up here, there's a 30 caliber machine gun, and this rifle here, which is a M1903, they shoot the same round. Let's see. We're going to now go to, we'll go to rockets and missiles. Okay, so this is a Patriot missile. If you were around for the Gulf War, 1991, 92, they were shooting Scud missiles. So the Iraqis were shooting Scud missiles. This is the missile that took them out. Is the Patriot missile. To date, the Patriot missile has a 100% success rate, which is pretty amazing. Basically, what it does is it hooks on or links onto the heat signature of the incoming missile and then tracks it and destroys it. This is a bazooka round from World War II. It's a shoulder-mounted anti-tank gun, and you just don't want to be standing behind it because all of the back part is a propellant, and it would actually roast the people behind you if you shot it when someone was behind you. All right, now we're going to talk about grenades for a second. Do we have any young people that want to hold a grenade? Yeah, here you go. Here's your grenade. So this right here is a what kind of grenade do you think that is? Just look at it and imagine. I'll give you a hint. It starts with a P and ends with an apple.
Pineapple.
It's a pineapple grenade. That's right. So you can pass that around if you like. This is a pineapple grenade. That's a type of fragmentation grenade. Fragmentation grenades actually break into lots of pieces. That's why they're called fragmentation. And all these little squares, those all fly out and cause damage. Well, how this works is you always want to be holding down the spoon when you pull out the pin. So this is the pin. Pull the pin, hold the spoon. When you let go of it, the spoon flies off, and there's a little spring in there. If you look at that yellow one there, you'll see there's a little spring on the top of it. It flips the spoon out and at the same time lights the fuse. The fuse burns down to about 1 inch inside the grenade, which takes somewhere between 4 and 12 seconds. It's always supposed to be 8 seconds, but it's not always 8 seconds. And when it gets to the powder inside is when it blows up. So that's fragmentation grenade. They also made ones that were called lemon grenades and baseball grenades. What do you think those look like? All right, let's see. Another kind of grenade, let's see, right here. Okay, so this obviously is a pineapple grenade. You can put a lemon grenade or a pineapple grenade in this particular grenade launcher. So if you were in World War II and you had an M1 Garand, the standard infantry rifle, you could affix this piece of equipment onto the end of your barrel using your bayonet. So it'd slide onto your bayonet lug and click on, and it would allow you to launch convert your gun from a rifle into a grenade launcher. You would load your gun with a blank, you would stick this on there like that, and that would allow you to launch a grenade up to about 200, 250 yards. The modern version of that is this one. I can't remember the name of the gun off the top of my head right this second, but that is a grenade that comes out of a grenade launcher gun today. And you've probably seen these in lots of video games and TV shows where the guy has this massive belt of bullets. Well, there it is. Forgetting the name, Claymore. There we go. So this is, we're going to talk about two different kinds of mines. This right here is a personnel mine. Basically what this is you've got a steel plate on the back of it, you've got plastic explosives in the middle, and then you've got a plate of ball bearings. That's basically like a big shotgun. It says front toward enemy. You put it where the enemy's going to be, and you wait for the enemy to show up, and you can either have it be like a tripwire, or you can use a clicker that sends an electrical current, and that's what detonates the Claymore. This right here is a landmine. This particular one is for vehicles, so they're pressure sensitive. Usually ones for people are, it's when you take the foot off of it that it detonates. For these ones, it's when the pressure goes onto it. And you're wondering, why in the world would there be a difference? Well, with a vehicle, the thing they want to blow up is the very front of the vehicle, because that's typically where the engine is, and they're trying to disable the vehicle, so they want to stop the vehicle as quickly as possible. And also, if it was pressure off, the vehicle would already be gone by the time the mine exploded. However, with people, they wanted it to be pressure off because more likely that more people are closer to the mine when you step off of it than when you step onto it. So that's why it was pressure off on those. All right.